changing the way hospitals are inspected. I'm Jill Horner. This is Comcast Newsmakers. With me is Pennsylvania State Representative Bryan Cutler. Thanks for being with us.
Thank you.
Let's talk about how this currently works when it comes to hospital inspections so that they can maintain their licenses here in the Commonwealth. Currently, there's a state inspection as well as a federal inspection. What does that mean for hospitals?
Well, for hospitals, it means that they have to go through multiple inspections, potentially in a very short time period. And previously, when I worked in the hospital, I can tell you that a lot of those inspections are duplicative. In other words, we'll check the same things, but at the state level as we do the federal level. And ultimately, what happens is you're pulling people away from direct patient care, and you're spending resources that could be better directed towards caring for patients.
How often are these inspections done, either by the state or by the federal government?
Well, typically it's every 1 to 2 years, and those windows do overlap. So it could be as soon as every 6 to 12 months, plus there's also the potential for complaint-driven inspections, so that could come at any time.
And let's talk a little bit about what you want to do. You want to change the way this works in terms of inspections, not take away inspections, but change the process.
Correct. The goal is to maintain the quality of healthcare service that we already have, and what we're hoping to do, since the inspections are so substantially similar, we want to say if you pass the federal accrediting inspection through the Joint Commission, then you would have deemed status under Pennsylvania law, and that would allow you then to defer that inspection at the state level because you've substantially complied with all of the existing laws and regs.
You mentioned potential complaints, though. Would filing complaints still be protected, still be allowed if the way in which inspections are done changes?
Absolutely. The complaint process is a separate process that's outside of the original inspection process, so that system would still exist going forward. And I think it's important to maintain that for patient safety because we want to make sure that if there is an issue that needs immediate attention, that it can still be given.
Why do you think now is the time to change this inspection process?
Well, I think we've seen multiple cuts at state and federal levels regarding healthcare reimbursement rates. So we need to make sure that we're getting the most value out of every dollar that we're driving into the healthcare system. And in this particular case, I think it has the potential to be a cost savings both for the hospital because they'll have people who can leave on the job caring for patients, as well as the state because we won't be sending out duplicate teams.
And you say this is a type of inspection that has not been changed in 30 years.
Yeah, it's been some time since we've updated the hospital regulations involving the inspection. So I think it's certainly time to kind of tackle this, take a new approach to it, because the way that hospitals deliver health care has substantially changed in 30 years, and it's time that our laws get caught up.
And we just have a short time left, but you mentioned this could potentially be a cost saver for hospitals in terms of personnel, potential cost saver for the state in terms of inspections, but can you ensure that patient safety will be maintained?
Yes, absolutely. I think that's going to be really the linchpin of the entire plan. Since you're going to be passing the federal inspection process, those issues are the same, and it's important to recognize that they will inspect to the highest standards. So in cases where state law is more stringent, they will respect that during the inspection process. And then ultimately we always have the complaint process, which is the same as it has always been.
And where does this legislation stand now?
Currently, we're hoping to introduce it very soon. We've worked with the administration as well as all the stakeholders, and I think we've got everybody on board.
All right, thanks so much for being with us. Come back, give us an update.
Thank you.
We've been talking with Pennsylvania State Representative Bryan Cutler. I'm Jill Horner for Comcast Newsmakers.